Hello and welcome back to Spirit of Nature Art and episode 6 of Curious Birds. I can't quite believe we're on 6 episodes already. We can get a little sneaky peek here of some of the things that we've already been doing. Plenty of that real kind of internal space really filled now. But today I really want to focus on some of these kind of flatter areas at the front here. And so I have these amazing, are these pelicans, I think? So of course we're still using the Bird Nerd Collage soup book here. So I have fussy cut this and its partner out so that we can use that on this side and the opposite side. So we're doing similarly to we did with the black swans so that it kind of matches both sides. So I'm also using a few digitals here. I think these are digital labels from Tracy Fox, I think. And I'm really wanting to create these pages here as, you know, full-on journaling spaces. So I don't want to fill this too full. There's no depth to be able to put any anything more interactive in here. So this is going to be quite a flat space, perfect for journaling, whether that's writing or drawing or doodling. So this lovely lady here is just going to give us a little bit of inspiration and interest on our page so we don't end up with blank page syndrome. So just sticking her down there with those digital labels just to create a little something. So we are also going to be thinking about how this flap works, because I don't want it flapping around all over the place. So I have got these little kind of antique-ish paper clips, old-fashioned paper clips from 49 and Market, which have just got that really nice sort of patinaed look on it. You'll see it in a minute when I get it in shot. There we go. It just adds that real nice interest. It's not a straightforward paper clip, but it holds that flap in place so that when we open the book, it's not flying around. And I've also got these really nice metal key embellishments that I kind of thought of them because they match the colour of that paper clip. So I'm just getting a couple of jump rings and I'm just going to open those jump rings up and attach the key to the paper clip. So that we've just got this little nice key dangling down, just seemed to fit, particularly all of the more black and white images that we've got in here from the Collage soup book. It just seemed to be a really nice addition. And isn't that nice? It's just having something that hangs down onto the page there. I like the ease of that paper clip as well. Just means we can open and close that easily. So another blank page here. What I have done with all these blank pages is I have lined them with tea dye paper. And I kind of quite fancied using these chaps here as a bit of a tuck spot. So in order to make them sturdy enough for that, I'm just sticking them onto a piece of card. Essentially here, I'm just using some file folder because I had this left over, and then cutting around that again. I've already fussy cut them out of the book, but now I wanted to fussy cut them out of that card. And before I stick them down, you know what, no gentleman crow in his waistcoat and hat is going to look complete without having a little something poking out of the ribbon of his hat. You know, we've already realised this, I think, back on episode 1, that there's something just, those hats are crying out for a little something poking out from them. So I have gone back to my Currator snippets, my Tracy Fox labels, and also my Tracy Fox number strips, and picked a few out and just used my scalpel to create a little slit along the line of that ribbon of hats so that we can tuck a couple of those little labels in. Now, on the previous time we did this back on episode 1, I actually had those little labels sticking up above the top of the top hats so that it added an extra little bit of kind of detail. They kind of poked out from above that hat line. But I don't want to do this on this one because this is going to be a tuck spot. we're going to be tucking things in and out behind those hats. And I don't want those labels sticking up above the hats because they're going to be vulnerable to tearing. So much as I really wanted to lift them up a little bit more, I kind of kept them on that kind of piece of hat there, not hanging over the edge, just to keep them a little bit more safe and secure when we're using this tuck spot. So just sticking those down with a little bit of HiTack glue there. And I still have a few little labels over to the side there that I want to use just to embellish their wonderful outfits. Again, mirroring what we did, I think it was episode 1, it might have been episode 2, can't remember now. The black and white sepia'd ravens, crows like these guys that are on those pockets. I'm sure it was episode 1. Anyway, adding a few little extra details here, just kind of bringing out some of those little kind of places on. So on that waistcoat there, that's almost like that little tuck pocket that you get on a waistcoat, adding a little badge and a label, adding this little label here just to that ribbon of the hat. It's just all those little extra details. These collage suit books have already got a lot of fun in them, but just to really make it completely unique, it's nice to be able to play around with some extra things as well. There we go. And I'm aware it's been quite a gap between episode 5 and episode 6. I've been super busy. I've been away, I've been to the seaside, we had Easter, and of course I have been really busy filming and editing for my altered book online courses, which I promise you will be with you very soon. I know I originally said April and now it's May, but you know what it's like with these things, they always take longer than you expect. So I promise you, I've been very busy working on them. So it's been wonderful to have a little bit of space to come back to Curious Birds. Now, as I said, I want to create this as a tuck spot. So I am not gluing the whole back of this. I am just going to glue along the bottom and up along the sides so that the top is completely open for us to tuck things in. You'll see in a minute when I actually get it back in shot. Here we go. So I have done down the left-hand side along the bottom and down the right-hand side as well. So that behind the hats and the heads, here we go, we can see where we can tuck things. And actually I found these really nice Tim Holtz ephemera cards that I just thought really suited the colours and the style nicely. So I thought they will be good to be able to tuck in those spots. And just taking a little look at where we have got to. Oh yeah, we've got lots of these tuck areas that we've created, and we're going to have to spend some time creating some more ephemera to go in them. So we are definitely going to be going back and doing a little bit more filling in there, as well as some of those other kind of pages we've not even started on yet. But I want to, those cards were still quite loose behind that tuck spot there. So I thought, actually, do you know what, to be able to put this really nice, really grungy piece of tea dye paper in there as a nice place to journal as well. And this little card fell out of my ephemera pack too. So that again just seemed to suit this page. Just trying to get that as central as I can. And now I want to line the back of these with tea dye paper as well. So these are going to get lined. So again, it just matches everything else in the book. So this is what it's looking like so far. All of our curious birds starting to hang out together. I really like these paper clips. I don't quite know what it is about them. Something very tactile and easy to use. I've added some stamping onto those pages just to match the stamping that's on the other pages as well, just to help that follow through. But those behind those flaps, it just creates a really nice space to do some larger journaling. We've got this tuck spot here, which we're going to need to get creative to fill with some things. And then we have our book within a book. Lots of lovely tea-dyed paper there. And this whole page here that I haven't even thought about yet, and this page here. Now somebody was asking about the hinges when I did the construction of this, and that's all the hinges. It's a piece of card that's just been scored down the middle and attached to the two sides that I want to hinge together, so nothing complicated. And then we can see how we've mirrored that on the other side. Another nice journaling spot there. Then we have our other little pocket here. Again, I've just done some little origami envelopes just for now, just to remind myself that there's a tuck spot there that I need to fill. And then here at the finished journaling cards, so I have backed on the tea dye, I've put a eyelet in the top corner, and then I've used some of that leftover fabric that we dyed and stamped on for the box file cards, just to add a little kind of extra tag in them, and then I kind of inked up that tea dye paper even more. So here they are, our handsome crows, ravens, corvids, let's just say, looking super dapper. And actually I really like that piece of, the larger piece of tea dye paper in there. It's almost like it's a special document or a map or something like that. And then of course we've got some of our much more interactive elements in here where we've got that depth to fill. So our little box file folder here with all these wonderful journaling cards. I love these so much. I desperately want to get out a proper quill pen and write on these. And of course we've got another tuck spot here. We need to find something to go in there, a journaling card. So I think maybe we need a whole episode on creating all of those bits and pieces to go in there when we come to the end. And one of my favourite things, the little concertina folder here, little accordion kind of coin purse with all of these beautiful cards in. Again, somebody was asking about the feather and how I created the feather. I didn't create the feather, I fussy cut it out of the Bird Nerd collage soup book along with all these amazing birds. So there's pages in there which are just these beautiful bright colourful feathers and I couldn't resist using them on these cards. So there we go. We still have a fair bit to go, but we're getting to that point now where it's much easier. We're doing these flat pages. We're not having to do so much construction. So I will look forward to seeing you soon for another episode of Curious Birds.